What's going on, everybody? I wanted to make a video regarding to social anxiety once you develop depersonalization, or if you're experiencing depersonalization, and you develop social anxiety. Because for me, I really never had social anxiety when I was younger, even in my teens, up until I got depersonalization. I could go into a grocery store, go into public, and literally the last thing I would think of is what somebody was thinking about me, and if I did think about what they thought of me, it didn't affect me in any way. It didn't didn't create any anxiety, is what I'm trying to say. Kaiser, come here. My dog. Walking my dog. But when I got depersonalization, which stems from anxiety, that I triggered it with marijuana. Yeah, I smoked marijuana for 7-8 years. And towards the end of me smoking is when I started to develop anxiety, which I, believe led to depersonalization. But anyways, until I got depersonalization, I never really experienced social anxiety. But now, I've had depersonalization for 4 years now. It's gotten a lot better. It used to be a lot worse in all aspects of the social anxiety, any of the anxieties, any of the fucked up crazy thoughts and shit that go along with depersonalization. It used to be a lot worse. Now, I kind of live in a fog, an emotionless fog. I don't feel like normal people feel. I'm very numb. But even still, I'm one of the most positive people you'll ever meet, which people are dumbfounded by the fact that I have depersonalization, who know me, and I try to tell them about it and what I'm going through and what I've been going through. But anyways, okay, back on track of social anxiety. Now, if I go into a store, it used to be worse. When I go into a store, it didn't matter. It could be this old lady, and I would be like, I wonder what she thinks about me. She probably, my tattoos and stuff. She probably thinks I'm a scumbag, and then I'm like, whatever, and get my fucking can of green beans and go to that style. Looking for some Tostitos chips. But now I'm in the Tostitos chips aisle, and there's this guy, probably a little older than me, and I just he probably thinks I'm a loser, and then it would give me this anxiety. And these thoughts are so irrational, they're so pointless and stupid, and they're just thoughts that come into your head because of the chemical imbalance due to the anxiety and depersonalization that are going to create these thoughts. If you just took a shitload of Xanax and you went into the store, you'd be like, whatever, man, I don't give a fuck. Or if you were drunk, you'd be like, I don't give a fuck what that dude thinks of me. Fuck him. Fuck that motherfucker. Fuck that old lady. But that's because the chemicals of the alcohol or the drug or whatever, it's making you not give a fuck. It's the same thing. There's a chemical reaction going on in your brain making you think these thoughts. Now, you don't have to believe these thoughts because they're not true. Even if they are, unless you are a little piece of shit scumbag, then you have no reason to worry about what those people think of you. And if you are a piece of shit scumbag, more than likely you don't give a fuck about what those people think of you because you're a fucking scumbag and you probably treat people like shit. Anyways, what I'm trying to get at is you will experience these thoughts, these feelings, and you have to just realize that they're bullshit, okay? They just are a part of the process of having anxiety, having depersonalization disorder, and all that. And you just have to kind of learn what it's called mindfulness. If you read about meditation and all that Buddhist monk stuff, you'll come across mindfulness. And what that is basically, and when you have thoughts like that, you just let them process. You just let them go on in your mind. Don't pay them any attention. Accept that they're there, realize that they're there, and realize that it's bullshit. Just because it's popping up in your mind doesn't mean that it should affect you or needs to affect you. So just let them be there and starve them. Don't give them any thought. Don't think into it too much. What's that quote I don't know, there's the wolf of evil and there's the wolf of good within your mind. And they go to battle. And which one wins? And it's whatever one you feed. because the one you feed is the strongest. So don't feed it. Don't quote me on that. It's not exactly how it goes, but something like that. But anyway, don't feed the thoughts that you don't want to be occurring within your mind. You know, feed the good thoughts. So if you start thinking about something bad, or you know, you're in a social situation and you start thinking about, oh, like you're worried about what people think about you, just realize they're there and then just kind of like try to laugh about it, because it's just a reaction going on within your mind. It's not something you really need to be worrying about. Chances are those people might be worrying about you too. So, you know, if you're going into a social situation and you're having a hard time, I know it's super, super hard with depersonalization. Just try to, you know, practice this and put it to use and see if it works for you. Because I know that it's worked for me. Like I said, it used to be so much worse back in. Hey, Kaiser, come here. Come here, good boy. Good boy. It's getting a little too far for me. Yeah, so like I said, they worked for me. You know, depersonalization has gotten so much better than it used to be. So it's much more easier for me to control my thoughts. I don't have crazy thoughts like I used to anymore. Because I know sometimes they're just so overwhelming. You know, even when you try to use a technique like that, like mindfulness or whatever, it feels impossible, but it's really not. Anyways, I know that this video is kind of all over the place. I hope it helped any of you who watched it. You know, just know that there is hope. Like, I know when you have depersonalization, it feels so hopeless, but it's not. Like I said, I've had it 4 years. It's gotten a lot better. It's so much more tolerable. But when I first got it, I got it for a week, and it went away after a week. So I got it, and it went away. So it can go away, because it did for me, only for a week. But then I went like a week and a half, and then there was one day I was out and I started like drinking and stuff, and something happened and I was getting super stressed out about it, and because I was drunk, I was getting like way too angry, and it triggered. And ever since then, I've had it for fucking 4 years after that. But I'll make another video talking about why I think I've had it for so long, and it has to do with alcoholism. And because I've been I was treating my depersonalization. I was self-medicating with alcohol at night, and I think it just kept me stuck within depersonalization. I'll make another video about that sometime soon. But anyways, you know, bless you all. I hope that you guys hold on. I hope you stay strong and keep living on. It'll get better.